What's up guys, my name is Nick, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a Django project. So first things first, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have a virtual environment set up. If you guys don't know or don't have a virtual environment set up or don't know how to set up a virtual environment, you can go ahead and click the link in the description and then come back to this one and we can get started. But first things first guys, is we're going to want to go ahead and cd into our virtual environment folder. So wherever you set up your virtual environment, that's where you're going to want to go. So for me, it's on my desktop, and I have a separate folder called my venv, which is right here, right here. So we're in that folder right now. We're in this virtual environment folder, and I just want to activate my Django virtual environment. So for me, it's called Django venv, and then we're going to go ahead and /bin/activate. Okay. Now we got our virtual environment set up, as you can see right here. All right. So now we want to get out of this folder. Now we're back into our desktop. I'm going to cd into my projects folder. Or this is where I'm going to be creating my Django project and application. I don't know, it may be different for you guys where you have your folder set up. I just specifically prefer to keep it on my desktop because it's just easier to navigate and remember and access whenever I need to. Alright, but since now that we have our virtual environment set up and we're in our right project folder, we're going to actually get starting on creating a Django project. So here's what we need to do. First, what we need to do is call on Django-admin. And we're going to ask Django to start project. And for us, we're going to call that project YouTube. As you can see, we didn't get an error thrown up, so it means that it worked. So we're going to go ahead and cd into that folder, into that file we just created, which was YouTube. Okay, so now that we're in our Django project, we need to create an application. We need to start an application. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and type in Python. Now mind you guys, this is for the MacBook. So for Windows, I'll have a separate tutorial video showing you guys. It's a little bit different, but it's almost pretty much the same thing, just slightly different commands in the terminal or the command prompt, whichever you use. And like I said, just some slight differences, but it is a little bit different. So you can go ahead and watch that if you're on a Windows computer. This is specifically for Mac. So for me, I'm using Python 3. So I'll go ahead and type in Python 3 manage.py, and we'll say start app, and our project name is YouTube, and so we'll just call it YouTube_app. Okay, now that we have that taken care of, we're going to go ahead and open up a new window in our Visual Studio. We're going to go ahead and open up the folder that we just created, YouTube. And as you can see here, we have these three things on the side. So we have our YouTube app, and then our manage.py. Manage.py was the command, part of the command that we used in order to activate our application. We're not going to get into that in this video, so we'll go ahead and jump right into what needs to be done. So first, you're going to want to come into the project folder, which is called YouTube for us, and navigate to the settings.py folder, or settings.py file. In this file, you're going to want to scroll down to where it says installed apps, and we're going to go ahead and install our YouTube app. Make sure you're using proper syntax because you don't want an error to be thrown. So you're going to put that in single quotations, and then a comma, just to make sure, like I said, that we're sticking to the right syntax. And this, we're actually not going to use any of this, so we can get rid of it. And then we're just going to go ahead and include, type in include, and then we can go ahead and include our YouTube_app.urls. Okay? So as long as there's no spelling errors or syntactical errors, I should be good. So now that that's done, we got our settings and our URL set up. We're actually going to copy this code because I don't like to type out twice. Guess I'm a little lazy. And we're going to come down to our YouTube app folder, And in our YouTube app folder, we're going to want to create a new file. this file we're going to call urls.py, same as the one in our projects folder. And we're going to go ahead and paste that code in that we took from our urls.py folder, or file, sorry. We can get rid of the include portion of it. We don't need that. And we do not need any of this. Okay? But what we do need is we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to give our urls.py folder access to our views folder, or to our views file. Sorry if I keep confusing the two. But so what we're going to do is we're going to say from period, so pretty much saying from everything, import views. All right. And now in here, because it's just proper, we're going to say views.index, because that's going to be the name of our function in our views file. As you can see, that's called, so you're always going to need this little section that says views dot, and then the name of the function that's in the views file. So for us, we're going to come down to views, and we're going to create that function called index. We're going to make a request. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and say return render request index.html. We'll go ahead and save that. Now, here's another step that we're going to have to take in order to make sure that we're able to visually see what's going on in our code, to make sure that whatever we're putting on the screen is being able to be shown to the user or whoever's, accessing the app or project. So what we're going to do is, in our YouTube app, we're going to hit new folder. I'm going to call this folder templates. In the templates folder, we'll create a new file called index.html. And then we'll go ahead and just get some simple HTML code that Visual Studio gives for us. And we'll just call this YouTube. Doesn't really make a difference for the moment, but we'll give it a header. And each one, it says hello YouTube. We'll save that. Now we'll come over to our terminal, and we're going to go ahead, type in Python 3 manage.py and run server. Now don't pay attention to these system checks, because there's pretty much just saying that you have no migrations applied. That's something we can get into in another video, but for right now, we should be able to access this information in our browser. So I'm going to open up my browser, go to Google Chrome. I'm just going to type in localhost 8000. As you can see, this is my second time making the video because I stutter a lot. But our hello YouTube is there, and everything's all set up. So that's pretty much it on starting a project or starting a Django project and application. There's not really much more to it. Obviously, we can go into more depth, more details about it at another time. But if you guys like the video, hit the like button. If you like the content you see on the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching.